Friends and fellow Singaporeans, good afternoon. We've reached the midpoint of this campaign, and it's a good time to remind ourselves this election is about your future, our future, not just for today, but for our children, our grandchildren. So I ask you to consider, who do you trust to steer Singapore through the coming storm? Who do you believe can secure a brighter future for you and your families? Say it louder one more time. And again. This year is SG60, 60 years of independence, 60 years of a Singapore miracle we built together. And the PAP has walked this journey with you every step of the way, hand in hand, shoulder to shoulder. Through every crisis, through every hardship, through every triumph. This Singapore is your achievement. Now we stand at a new crossroads. The world has changed. Storm clouds are here. And you can feel it right here in the heart of our city. Businesses are pulling back. Every day you read the newspapers, you get more and more worried because the rules keep on changing. Markets are volatile. Investors are becoming more cautious. This is not a passing storm. The storm will be here for some time because the world has changed. For how long? We don't know. But one thing is certain. This storm will test us. And if we are not careful, we could lose everything that we have worked so hard to build here in Singapore. Now look, I don't want to bring you bad news. Certainly not in an election campaign. It would be far easier to paint a rosy picture and give you just sweet promises. But you know this is not the PAP way. We have always been upfront and honest with you because you deserve to know the truth. You deserve to know what's at stake. Yet throughout this campaign, have you heard any opposition party talk seriously about the challenges we face? Not a single one, because to them, this is the PAP's burden to carry. They want the PAP to form the government. They only want, as they say, more seats in Parliament. More seats, but not more responsibility. Now, each party alone, the opposition party, each party alone may not have enough candidates to form the government. But there are multiple opposition parties. The WP and the PSP are already in Parliament. They are focusing on the eastern and western parts of Singapore so that they can grow their presence. And all over our island, other opposition parties like the SDP, the NSP, PAR, RDU, they are all seeking to make breakthroughs to have a seat in Parliament. When you add them all up, the numbers are not small. And you start to wonder, what is the kind of politics we are going to have in Singapore? And that's why I said from the very beginning, this is a tough election, and it has proven to be so. And now if opposition parties break through in several constituencies, not just one, not just two, but a few, then even if the PAP were to be returned to govern, it would be with a severely weakened mandate. It's not just the loss of one minister. I could lose 3, 4 ministers. The opposition says, don't worry, life continues. Really? Are you being serious? Losing 3 to 4 ministers will weaken the cabinet team, will weaken the government, will weaken Singapore. In the end, the choice lies with you. And I believe Singaporeans, young and old, all of you are discerning and sophisticated voters. You know what's at stake. And I'll put this to you to consider. If you, in your heart of hearts, believe that the PAP is still the best party to take Singapore forward through these uncertain times, then support me and my team. Vote for the PAP. Let me give my best shot to serve you and secure a brighter future for you. Your vote matters in every constituency all across Singapore because I need a team. And this election is not just about forming today's government. It's also about building tomorrow's leadership. And let me explain. A year ago, I took on the responsibility of serving as your Prime Minister. It is a duty I take to heart, and I will do my best to serve you, your families, and our country. In this short time, I have thrown myself fully into this new role, listening to you, working with you, bringing Singaporeans together. But I don't do this alone. I do this with a team. And I've worked hard to renew the team. It's a key priority for me, for the PAP, but importantly for you and for Singapore too. You know that in this election, several experienced members of my team have stepped down, have chosen to step down. Teo Chee Hean, Heng Swee Keat, Ng Eng Hen. I depended on them greatly. I valued their contributions. I wish they could stay on. But I also know that if I held them back, I would be doing Singapore a disservice. Because renewal must happen for Singapore's sake, for your sake. We need fresh perspectives and new energy to build a better Singapore. There are still good people in my team, like Gan Kim Yong, my deputy, my right-hand man. We were together on the COVID task force. Now, he's leading the Singapore Economic Resilience Task Force to take us through these turbulent times. He's been on so many task forces that I read on the internet, some joke, he's the task force man. But I told him, if people want to call you that, then wear it with a badge of honor. You are Singapore's task force man. Because Gan Kim Yong is steady, he's reliable, he's trusted. When there is a challenge, he rolls up his sleeves and he gets things done. We saw that during COVID, and we will see that again during this economic challenge. Desmond Lee, Josephine Teo, Chee Hong Tat, Ng Chee Meng are all supporting Gan Kim Yong on this task force. They are all key members of the team, working together to steer Singapore through these very uncertain times. So it's a good team, but I must continue to strengthen the team for the next term and for our future. And that's what I've worked so hard to do. I've done my utmost to bring in new blood. This election, we've fielded the largest number of candidates in recent history. You heard from some of them just now. Give them another big round of applause, all our new candidates. I'm proud of every single one of them. They are capable, but importantly, they have a heart to serve you. And they come from diverse backgrounds. They represent the aspirations and hopes of all Singaporeans. They will be your voices, your advocates, your champions. Some amongst them will have the potential to take on larger responsibilities. And if elected, they will immediately strengthen my team. And over time, they will develop and grow, just as I did when I first entered politics in 2011. They will be your future leaders who can take Singapore forward. The Workers' Party says to compare its candidates with PAP candidates, backbencher by backbencher, backbencher to backbencher. But that's not how elections work. I have experienced ministers contesting in the GRCs, including in hotly contested GRCs. Their loss, if it happens, will be immediately felt and they cannot be replaced. I have new candidates who will add to my team and will eventually grow to take on new leadership roles, like David Neo in Tampines, Dinesh Vasu in East Coast, Jeffrey Xiao in Choa Chu Kang, just to name a few. So, friends and fellow Singaporeans, a vote for the opposition is not a free vote for more alternative voices in Parliament. It is a vote to weaken the PAP team, the team that is truly working for you. It will weaken me and my team. And it will do so at the time when I've just taken over. I'm trying to build up the team to serve you better. It will weaken us at a time when our country is facing real and serious challenges. So I say to all Singaporeans, please consider carefully. This is not a gamble. This is your family, your future, our Singapore. With your mandate, my team and I will take decisive steps to steer Singapore safely through the crisis and put us in a better, more secure position. Our key priority is to tackle cost of living concerns, and we started this work earlier. I had announced a comprehensive package in this year's budget. The measures all of you are familiar with will be rolled out in the coming months. The opposition says all these cost pressures, blame the government, blame the GST. But look, inflation here was largely imported. It's due to conflicts and wars overseas, due to global supply chains disruptions. And you can look around you. Countries everywhere are experiencing this too. It's not a Singapore phenomenon. We've dealt with this imported inflation through sound monetary policies. And it's working because inflation here has been coming down faster than in many other places. Raising the GST was not easy. It was a very difficult decision to make. We thought very hard about it. But we did it because we needed the revenues to take care of all our seniors, and the number of seniors are growing very quickly. At the same time, we took great care in the implementation of the GST increase, because the GST increase was accompanied by enhancements to permanent GST vouchers, which we give out to lower and middle income households. Because of these vouchers, lower and middle income households pay less than the headline rate of 9% GST. Who pays the full rate? 3 groups: foreigners, tourists, and higher income families. The opposition wants these 3 groups to pay a lower rate. Would you? I wouldn't. I think it's fair and right for them to pay the full rate. But for lower and middle income Singaporeans, we protect you, we shield you, we give you permanent GST vouchers in cash, and that means you pay an effectively lower GST rate. That's how our GST system works. And by doing this, overall, we ensure a fair and progressive system. It is effective. It is sound. We explained all this in Parliament because these issues came up. We debated, we presented the data and the facts, and the opposition had no counter to this in Parliament. But then when elections come, they conveniently choose to ignore all this. Why? Because politically they know it's to their advantage. To make this an issue, to stir up unhappiness, just to maximize their votes. Think about it. What if we had delayed the GST increase? What if we had taken the easy way out? Today, our public finances would be weaker. We would have a funding gap. That means insufficient resources to take care of all our seniors. That means insufficient resources to support you even as we enter into this economic storm. You know, I've said that the support package in the budget is not a one-off thing, that we will continue the help for as long as it is needed, that if conditions worsen, we will be even prepared to do more, and we have drawer plans ready to be activated. Why is it that I can give you this assurance now? It's only because we made the tough and responsible decisions earlier to ensure that we have sound public finances. And that's why today we can confront the challenges ahead with confidence. We have the resources to support you. We have the resources to steer Singapore safely through this crisis. There is one other point I will make on cost of living pressures. For many businesses, all of you running businesses, you will know, a key cost driver is local wages. You look at all the opposition manifestos, or certainly most of them, many propose a minimum wage across the board by law. Now, we want to uplift lower wage workers, don't get me wrong. The PAP wants to do it. We have put in place good systems to do so. We have workfare, additional income for lower wage workers to boost their incomes. We have progressive wage models, sector by sector, which we have implemented, which are showing results. They have been working well. But the opposition party says this is insufficient. They want a minimum wage across the board by law. One proposal says set the minimum wage at $2,250 a month. It sounds good on paper. I would like to lift wages up too. But you know what will happen if we implement this? By law. Companies will have to pay more for their workers. Their costs will go up. How do they recover the costs? They can only recover it by raising prices on the goods and services they sell to Singaporeans. How does this solve cost of living pressures? It will only make things worse. In fact, the companies will not only raise prices, they may even cut back on hiring lower wage workers because lower wage workers are now more expensive, and that can mean fewer jobs, more unemployment amongst those who are least able to cope with this. These are things the opposition will never acknowledge, of course. Their manifestos have many details, a long wish list. But are they feasible? Are they viable? Are they sustainable? Would there be negative outcomes? Please think about it. For all of you working here in the business and financial district of Singapore, you know, if something sounds too good to be true, it probably is too good to be true. There is no such thing as a free lunch. Friends, the PAP won't just respond defensively in a crisis, because in every crisis, there will also be opportunities. And time and again, Each time we encountered a crisis, we have bounced back stronger. And we will see how we can do it again this time. Not easy, because this time it's not just a cyclical downturn. As I said, the world has changed. It's a fundamental change in the global order, so it will be harder for us to bounce back. But we will do so. We will be agile, we will be nimble, and we will look out for new opportunities. That's what my team and I have been doing, even in the midst of running around in this election campaign. We've taken time off to engage our counterparts because we never stop working for you and for Singapore. In the last few days and weeks, I've had good discussions with leaders around the world, building partnerships, securing opportunities, positioning Singapore for this changed world. Gan Kim Yong has been doing so too. He had a virtual meeting recently with the US Commerce Secretary. They had a good discussion. They agreed to explore creative solutions on trade between our two countries. Now, Gan Kim Yong is shouldering a heavy responsibility. He's our lead person negotiating with America on tariffs and trade matters. I say, let's give him our full support so that he can secure better outcomes for all of us. After the election, assuming the PAP returns to government, I will have many countries to visit. I know that the conduct of foreign policy in this changed world will be more challenging. The big countries of the world understand this. This is a world which is becoming more like might is right as opposed to a rules-based world. Power talks. The big countries all know this, and they will not hesitate to use coercion or force to get their way. And that's why small states like Singapore will have to work even harder. When I meet my counterparts, you know what they will do. They will size me up. When my colleagues meet their counterparts, they will do the same. They will assess what the GE results mean to all of us. What does it mean for our political strength? And they will certainly look to press every single advantage they have against us. If the PAP has a weakened mandate, assuming return to power, but with a weakened mandate, you can be sure there will be people tempted to push us around. It will be harder for us to advance Singapore's interests. But with a clear mandate from you, my team and I can speak up for Singapore confidently. And we will do our utmost to ensure this little red dot continues to shine brightly even in a troubled world. Now, if America persists in its high tariffs, we have to be prepared. We have to be mentally prepared. Multinational enterprises here, particularly the American ones that manufacture to export goods all the way to America, they may say, look, it doesn't make sense to continue in Singapore. Tariffs are too high. Let's go back to America, produce in America for America, which is what this policy is about. America wants to bring back their companies, produce in America for America. If this happens, there will be a significant impact on our economy. And we have to be mentally prepared and brace ourselves. We have to adjust, and we can. We have done it before, we can do it again. One bright spot, one hope for optimism is that the Asian story continues. Asia continues to be the growth center in this world. It's a growing market with a rising middle class. And many companies will want to reconfigure their supply chains and they will want to look for a trusted base to invest in Asia for Asia. And Singapore can position ourselves to benefit from these opportunities. But to do so, we must keep our business and political environment stable. We must continue to stay open and competitive. Then we can bring in a good pipeline of investments, and we can continue to create better jobs, better opportunities for all Singaporeans. Now, all this will require a major restructuring of the economy, which we will have to carefully manage. And that's why, again, we need experienced hands, we need capable people to help steer us through. I know the new jobs will be different from the ones that we have today. And so we will also invest significantly in Singaporeans to help you reskill, upskill, to help you prepare yourselves well for these new opportunities. For new graduates, I say, do not fear. We will be there all the way for you. We will step up career counseling, career sessions, job matching programs in our institutes of higher learning. We will help you secure apprenticeships and traineeships. We will help you find jobs. For those who are already in the workforce, I say to you, we will give you a fresh and substantial injection of skills. This will help you stay competitive and relevant. We have already invested significantly in Skills Future, and we will continue to improve this system of lifelong learning so that it's easier for you to get trained, to reskill, to upskill, to find courses that are suited for you, and to secure better jobs for yourselves. And for people who lose their jobs, it's tough, but I tell you, we will be there to catch you and help you bounce back stronger. In fact, just a few weeks ago, we launched a new scheme. It's called the Job Seeker Support Scheme. It's our version of unemployment insurance, but it's better because we will provide you with temporary assistance for up to 6 months, but it's not just about the payouts. We are also going to walk alongside you, support you, provide you with career counseling, coaching, and job training. This scheme has just started. It's just as well we've done this now, because as we encounter more storms, more uncertainty, if there are more retrenchments, there will be a safety net to help you and support you. And we will learn from this experience as we roll out the scheme. We will continue to fine-tune it, improve it, and make sure that every Singaporean is well taken care of. These are the plans we will deliver for you in the coming term. When we promise, the PAP will deliver. Beyond these uncertainties, I also want to work with all of you to shape and to build the Singapore we want for the future. I know many Singaporeans, even our fiercest critics, even those in the opposition, will acknowledge that what we have here in Singapore is not bad. If you compare 60 years ago and now, living standards have gone up across the board. We have succeeded beyond our wildest dreams. But I know many people also say life feels like a pressure cooker. You're concerned about the intense competition and stresses faced by your children. You worry that your children may not flourish and thrive in such an environment. I hear you. I understand these concerns. It's a big challenge, and there are no easy answers. We are a little red dot. We have to work hard, we have to stay competitive, and we have to move forward. No one owes us a living. We have to secure a better living by ourselves. But if we push too hard, we end up overworked, overstressed, and everyone is unhappy. That's not a good outcome. So we must find a better balance. A better balance where we work hard to secure our living, but we also have space. Space to breathe, space to dream, and space to live our lives to the fullest. I believe we can make this happen. That's the new Singapore dream we must create together. And that's why over the past year I've been busy making changes. You've seen them, we've announced them, we've been reforming education. No more streaming. We have changed PSLE scoring. We have revamped the GEP, the Gifted Education Program. We have enhanced parental leave, now up to 30 weeks or 7.5 months for parents to spend time with their newborns. We are giving a bigger boost for mental health, and we are investing more in our caregivers, the unsung heroes in all our families taking care of our seniors and vulnerable groups. It has only been 1 year. I've just started. There is still much more we can do together. And importantly, all these things didn't happen because of more opposition voices. These are the results of a PAP that listens, that learns, and acts for you. These are the results of a PAP that will always put you at the center of everything we do. Friends and fellow Singaporeans, in our last term, we overcame COVID together. You've seen me and my team in action. We've walked that journey with you through the darkest moments of our lives. You trusted me, Kim Yong, and our team at that time. We saved jobs, we saved lives, and we brought Singapore together. I still remember going to Changi Airport at that time. It was like a ghost town. It was scary. Nothing in Changi Airport. Earlier this year, traffic in Changi Airport has already bounced back to pre-COVID levels. In 2 weeks' time, we are doing groundbreaking for Terminal 5. That is what the PAP will do for you, with you, and for Singapore. Together, we have overcome, and we will do so again. So friends, fellow Singaporeans, now that we face a new storm, I ask you once again, trust the PAP one more time. Give me and my team the chance to do our best for you. Vote for the PAP. Vote for a brighter future for you, your families, and for Singapore. Majulah Singapura! Majulah PAP! Thank you very much.
Thank you.